Alright, couple more turns and I got it. Just 2 more of these things to go.
Excuse me, Captain Ryker. My analysis shows that all reclamation drones are in perfect working condition. You could perhaps get some rest?
Ain't no rest for the wicked, Eddie. Besides, we've been over this before. Never trust a machine to do a human's job.
Understood, sir. Shall I pull up your star log?
Why? I've just been talking to myself like a crazy person.
Studies show that keeping a log of your thoughts benefits mental stability. In these long voyages, the sanity and safety of the crew are my primary concern.
Yeah, the crew. Pull it up. Astrotechnica Flight 55B7. Starlog. This is Captain Tev Ryker. If you could call me a captain. What kind of captain doesn't have a crew? We've been en route inside the Veil for about 2 weeks now. Feels like much longer. I look in the mirror and all I see is skin and bone. Riker, pull yourself together. I have been assigned to Deep Space Recon in search of military vessels from the Independence War. It's about the only kind of work a vet like me can get these days. Just as dangerous. First the Alliance and the Concordant butt their heads. Now I have pirates and the cartel to worry about. Most of the Rift been picked clean, forcing us reclaimers further and further into the Veil. Any closer and I'd be crossing the black line. Currently, I am doing general maintenance on these drones. They're used to investigate derelicts, though I'm not sure how effective they are. This is my 6th flight out, and nothing. AT pays Quark all nothing by the hour. The real creds, they come from bringing something back. Here's hoping we find something soon, but no one gets lucky out here. Welcome to Omega Star 7, I guess.
Sir.
Yes, Eddie.
You said we again.
Alright, Eddie. Give me some good news.
I've detected something on my scanners.
Eddie, you're programmed to be detecting things all the time.
Something big, sir.
Another asteroid?
Something man-made.
What, like a frigate?
I suspect it's a cruiser, sir.
Cruiser? What would a cruiser be doing all the way out here?
Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. But isn't that our job to figure out?
Fair point. Let's get in for a closer look.
Excuse me, Captain. Shouldn't I handle the close-range flight pattern?
Eddie, I was a pilot in the war. Back then, I was dodging plasma beams. What, you think I can't handle a little debris?
As you wish, Captain. Turning over controls now.
What in the 7 systems is that?
It appears my calculations were correct. A cruiser, Captain.
Yeah, well, don't get cocky. That's no Alliance cruiser.
Concordant, sir?
Nah, older. Much older. Maybe even ancient. The design, it's almost antediluvian.
What do you mean, sir? Astrotechnica only programmed me with proximate knowledge of the events preceding and following the Independence War.
It's an old sometime somewhere legend. Beings known as the cartographers.
I do have information on cartographers. They were very much real, sir.
Yeah, it's not the existence that's up for debate. It's the circumstances.
Sir?
It's a long story. I'll tell you over some fajitas at O'Hooley's once this is all over.
I do not require physical sustenance, sir.
Right. Well, we got work to do. I'm gonna bring us in closer. Make sure the drones are ready.
Understood, sir.
Ugh, these ships. Don't handle like those fighters from the war. These things fly like a knife through trionite. Alright, we're getting pretty close. Don't get too close, Tev. Don't want to set off any proximity mines. If it's a cartographer ship, I'd bet my sprockets there's proximity mines. And here we are. Eddie, how are those drones looking?
Primed and awaiting orders, sir.
I'm heading down to the control room. I want scans of that cruiser pronto. Need a schematic to work off of.
Yes, sir.
All right, Eddie. Got the scans?
Loaded into your interface, sir.
Actually looking forward to this. Maybe I can afford a flip-flop for once. Eddie, what's the status on the drone's prelim searches?
No life signs detected, sir.
Yeah, that much is obvious. I'm not getting any oxygen readouts. Life support's been off for Gorman Prime knows how long. What I'm asking is how much of the ship is traversable.
Oh, I've marked the safest routes on your HUD, sir.
Thanks, Eddie. Well, I guess it's time to make these creds. Whew. The composition of the metal used on this ship, if these readouts are accurate, doesn't exist in Omega Star 7.
Shall we take samples back to Astrotechnica, sir?
Take it easy, Eddie. We just got started. Let's plug a little deeper. We only got so much room.
Understood, sir. I will mark it for later.
Look at the gravity distribution in here. No high points, no low points. Whatever's generating that atmo, it's gonna fetch a incredible cred.
It seems Drone 1 is coming up to a sealed door, sir.
You don't get this badge without knowing how to crack a code. Let's see how these drones can break.
Initiating your spike sequence, sir.
Whoa. This code is dense. Whoever owned this clunker knew how to keep people out. I mean, look at the redundancies.
Contingency, sir?
Take some time, clean them out. I'm gonna switch over to D2.
Understood, Captain. I will begin phantom rendering.
Alright, D2. Give me something to work with. Well, alright. Looks like D2 found itself the medbay. If we're lucky, there's gonna be some synthesized samples to bring back to HQ. Alright, D2. Assuming direct control. We're in. Ugh, the aux power is not gonna cut it. Let's see if D3 can't give us some more power. Alright, D3. We're gonna have to walk the tightrope. Shave a little off the main power supply. Move it over to medbay. Well, that worked. Alright, D2, let's get in. No samples. But plenty of stored strings of code from the crew. Let's see if we can't figure out just who or what manned this ship before. I'm no biologist, but these DNA sequences, they look pretty familiar. Almost as if. Whoa, what just happened? I lost D3.
Captain, I'm detecting movement. Perhaps we tripped a security measure.
A ship this old has working watchdogs?
It would appear so.
Then let's get cracking on the payload. How's the door?
Still rendering the phantom string, sir.
We can't afford to lose another drone.
Captain, it may be best to recall the drones and regroup.
You just focus on that door, Eddie. You got 36 quin cores of processing. You better be using all of them.
Understood, sir.
D2, initiate a long-range sonar scan. I want each bogey marked. 7 systems, there's so many. Eddie, how's that door?
About 50%, sir.
Eddie, what are we gonna do?
We could cause a distraction, sir.
I'm all ears, Eddie.
Move D2 into the power nexus and overload the system.
There's gotta be 100 watchdogs out there.
I have marked a maintenance shaft on your HUD, sir. Use it.
Fine. Eddie, give me some real-time updates on that door, now.
Upload at 60%.
Come on.
65%.
D2, let's go. Come on, D2, let's go.
70%.
And we got it.
80%.
All right, D2, you're in. Establish a link.
91%.
Okay, now divert all power to the nexus.
98%.
Okay.
Sir, I have extrapolated the code. We are prepared for breaking.
D2, I want just enough power to keep that door online.
Sir, the code break.
Oh, this is gonna be the easiest part of my job today. We're in. Oh, what now?
It seems in our expeditionary search we've alerted the Watchdog Protocol.
Any more bright ideas, Eddie?
You could divert all power from the Nexus into the drone. D2's explosion should cause enough damage to draw off the Watchdogs.
I'm sensing a butt coming.
But with no power, D1 will be sealed within the bridge.
Meaning?
That if we wish to retrieve the salvage, we will have to do so by hand.
Yeah, you say we, but I'm the one with hands. Just divert the power into D2 and blow him up.
Executing, sir.
Logging off now. Heading to the airlock. It's been a while since I got to go astro for a walk. Alright, got about 2 hours of air. I should have at least 8 hours in this tank. Gotta remind Eddie to recharge this. Alright, let's get this suit plugged into my matrix. Neural interface, green. Heads up display, working. Eddie, deployment status.
What is your plan, Captain?
Well, did D1 download what we wanted?
Affirmative, Captain.
Then bridge it is. Got my trusty incisor, we'll cut right in.
Understood, sir. The deployment protocol is ready. Are you?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Opening airlock. Captain, are you sure you wish to breach the hull of the bridge? My scans indicate the initial incision we made for the drones is the safest path.
Eddie, the blast knocked out our sonar. There's no way to tell if we took out all the watchdogs. All we know is that the bridge is sealed. That's our safest bet.
Sir, it may be best to abandon the mission.
I don't expect a machine to understand, but we laid our chips down. If we're taking the loss, I want to see the hand.
Acknowledged, sir. Distance to derelict, 325 meters.
I have eyes, Eddie. Come on, Ryker, just a little bit closer.
Captain, your heart rate. It's spiking.
Thanks for telling me what I already know.
Is this a medical emergency?
No. I'm okay. During the war, I ended up being spaced. I got lucky there was a patrol ship nearby. Any longer and I would have run out of air. If I'm getting put in a coffin, I'd prefer it to be a box, not a rubber suit. Alright, here we are. Beginning incision.
Sir, your heart rate has not decreased. Should I tap into your neural network and attempt to destim?
No, Eddie. I got enough demons in my head. Last thing I need is an AI floating around up there.
Acknowledged.
And through. 7 systems. It's dark in here. Eddie, any chance you can divert some power from oxy intake and brighten my headlamp?
It's possible, Captain, but I can't recommend siphoning your oxygen supply for visibility.
Just do it, Eddie.
As you wish. Power transfer in effect.
Alright, little buddy. Where are you? Found you. Hey, wait a minute. Eddie, you seeing this?
Yes, Captain. It appears the drone has been damaged.
Yeah, but by what? There weren't any watchdogs in here before we went dark. The door is still closed.
Self-inflicted, sir?
Yeah, if I had to bet, this drone went nuclear. But I checked these guys out thoroughly. There's no way it was defective. Eddie, anything still working on this thing?
Analyzing. It seems the processors are still operational.
Good.
Sir, what are you planning?
Direct interface.
Sir, I do not recommend this course of action. Direct contact with unknown programming can have negative effects.
Eddie, look at this thing. It's a miracle it's still online. The degradation rate of the processors might not make the trip back to the rift, let alone the ship. I'm doing this right here, right now.
Sir, please.
Enough, Eddie. I ain't going back empty-handed.
Captain, your heart rate, it's spiking again.
Eddie, this is amazing. This really was a cartographer ship. The logs, they're ancient. Data, research, schematics, everything. We hit the jackpot. Wait, what's that? Eddie, there's something here.
Captain, your suit sonar isn't picking anything up. You are alone.
No, Eddie, something's here. It's getting closer. I can hear it. I can feel it.
Captain, I assure you, there is nothing there.
It's here. I can hear it. Captain,
Honey!
Where am I?
Good morning, Captain. You are in your quarters.
What? What happened?
I believe you were having another nightmare. Perhaps from the war?
Yeah. Yeah. Any luck finding a salvage?
Still searching, sir.
Yeah, figured as much. I'll be down in maintenance, working on the drones.
Very good, sir.
Enterprise Droid Class D, report.
The expedition of the cartographer-class cruiser was a success, sir.
Excellent. Detail your findings.
The black box was recovered.
Anything else?
We unfortunately tripped a watchdog protocol. We lost the gravity manipulation engine.
Unfortunate. How is Ryker?
His matrix is degrading. His peripheral awareness is beginning to detect my presence.
How long does he have?
I suspect with the wear on his neural complex, he has several cycles before becoming obsolete.
Good. Our sentries reported multiple cartographer derelicts we need you to explore. How are your supplies?
Nominal. More than 50 drones in storage.
Good. Send over your findings.
Already exporting, sir.
Alright, Eddie. Give me some good news.
I've detected something on my scanners.